Hey guys, Tegan. So I'm saying this quick update. I just got back from my second therapy appointment. He was just talking about family and stuff, and I um I haven't really seen that many videos about family and how they deal with it, about transitioning. So I wanted to take this time to make that video. I saw one video by my friend Nico, but that's one out of I don't know how many videos I've watched of all of you guys on YouTube. But my family, I've only told my brother, my older brother, his wife, and my cousin, her husband, and my parents. I had a conversation with my mom on Saturday night. We went out to a party. We were having our first civil conversation about transitioning. Basically, she explained it to me as if she's having to mourn the loss of her daughter. And I guess I never really thought of it that way, because for me it's not like that part of my life is dead, because it never felt like my life, and also because I'm not ashamed of, that I was born a girl. I'm not ashamed of my prior life and life that I've lived till up to this moment in time. I'm not ashamed of that, not even in the slightest. So I guess it's like kind of like a mourning thing, she has to mourn the loss of her daughter, and I understand that because, she gave birth to me, and she gave me life, and it's like, saying like, oh, like, what you gave me wasn't good enough, so I'm going to do something else. And, so, I guess, I told my mom, I said, look, that makes a lot of sense, but you're still going to have one really happy kid in the end. One extremely happy kid who is unhappy pretty much their entire lives. Life. I don't know. So, like, that is kind of my thing, and it's rough, and I haven't really talked to my dad about it, but, it's pretty much, I think that's both their kind of conclusion to it. But, my mom said, what can I do to support you? And that was really good. But, you have to, as, people who are trans, we live our entire lives society and how we feel inside. Grasping the fact that how we feel inside does not match, what we look like to ourselves and to the rest of the world. And so we have our entire lives to come to the conclusion that we are going to modify our bodies and modify the way we look on the outside to match how we feel on the inside. And for someone like your parents or your siblings to suddenly have a brother or a sister, and that person who used to be a brother or a sister, used to be the opposite gender, it's rough, it's hard, it's kind of like saying, it's like waking up one day and not having my brother around. Suddenly it's like I never had a brother. And I would be really sad. I would definitely cry if someone woke up and I didn't have my brother around, if he suddenly passed away. I think that it would affect me in a huge way, because he's my big brother, and he's been around, we didn't really grow up together, but, he's still my brother regardless, so it's kind of like that. And, as trans people, we have our entire lives to make this decision, and we have our entire lives to understand it, and, suddenly we tell our family or our friends, and they have to, suddenly be like, oh, they're going to be someone else, basically. And I don't know, it's like one of those things that's kind of hard to manage. I don't know how to comfort my parents in that sense, that yes, they are losing their daughter, but also they're gaining a son. And, I was always Daddy's little girl, and pretty sure I'll still be his favorite. But because I don't know, because I'm the youngest, so of my brother and I'm the youngest. Um, Another point about family is my mother's family is very religious, very right-wing, very conservative, Republican. Basically, all of us grandkids and all of the main kids are all baptized in the exact same church size, exact same guy. So anyways, my cousin's getting married in October. I have not met his fiance, but I've heard a lot about her. She sounds amazing. Everyone loves her, so that's always a good thing. But his mother is very, very religious. She has a lot of issues with me being openly gay. And so my concern with my family, with my mom's side family, is not being accepted. Is that I'm going to lose that part of it. So I myself am going to have to mourn the loss of my family. And, I don't know how it's going to affect them or what's going to happen in that sense. And that's kind of hard for me to judge that because when I came out, it was a lot of fuss and there was a lot of hate going around about it and a lot of, like, hush-hush type thing. And, I'm not a person who likes to keep things quiet. Yes, I'm gay. But also, that's how I identified. And that has nothing to do with how I identify, as my gender. And, it's one of those things that, what if I'm not allowed in family functions? I'm very family-oriented. I love my family. They mean the world to me. So that's what my concern with that. I don't know how to bring it up to them. I don't know how to show my cousin's wedding as a dude. And I don't know. It's interesting. My mom said that if, I'm not welcome there, that they're not welcome there, and they will leave with me at the wedding. If I'm not allowed to attend, they won't go. Or something. Thanksgiving is also a concern for me. It's in Wichita this year. It's in Kansas at my cousin Greg's house. I'm a little nervous about that, but it's a couple months. It's pretty far away, kind of, so I'll deal with that when it comes. My dad's family is not so religious. They all vote Republican, but they're all pretty liberal. Not all of them are totally okay with me being openly gay. There was never an issue with it. It was never an issue in my family, my dad's side. Never an issue. Once was this, hush-hush. It was, hey, do you have a girlfriend? Are you seeing anyone? It was talked about. It was, they let me know that they were going to love me no matter what. That no matter what I decided, that I was still family to them. That no matter what, family is family. So my family is not. And also my grandma had called my parents a couple of years ago saying, I think that Emily wants to be a guy. And of course I brushed it off and said, no, she's crazy, she's old, but I don't know. She knows me pretty well, so she knew kind of before I did that was exactly what I wanted. Yeah, family has to mourn the loss of that person. And as they morph into the other person, they kind of gain someone else. And I think that realization of gaining someone else is part of the growth and part of the transition. It's not just you transitioning, it's everyone else who's transitioning with you to grow with you as you grow. And, I think it's interesting. And I don't know why I'm getting my letter. I don't know. My ex-appointment isn't until May 10th. Fucking far away. So far. But, he's gonna have me do the evaluation, I guess, some kind of questionnaire type thing next time I go. I don't really know. Some weird questionnaire thing. I don't know what for. But, he's asking me about my prior reasons that I was in therapy, which I'm not going to talk about because I don't want to right now. It's very personal to me. But anyways, he was talking about those type of things that I was dealing with, the last year and a half. And, I'm nervous that those things are going to affect when they determine that I'm sane enough or whatever to take testosterone. I guess my biggest issue is I have a problem with them telling me when I'm ready to take this, because I've had my whole life to deal with this and to get to this point where I'm ready to start hormones, and they have to determine it for me. And that's kind of a shitty thing, but it's whatever. I mean, it's like my letter, it'll all be good. So hopefully I'll be on TV by the summer. I don't know, my therapist he's interesting, but I like him a lot, so he's really cool. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess if I want some feedback on what you guys think about family and how you approach that with members of your family, especially extended family. I come from a very conservative family. I was born in Tulsa. I've been going there every summer since I can remember. I lived there for about a year. It's very conservative, very right-winged. I don't know how to approach that with my family, saying, hey, look, you're going to see me in a few months, but I'm not going to be me. I'm not going to be your niece or or your cousin, like Emily. I'm going to be your cousin Keegan, and I'm going to be your nephew now. Like, how do you say that without, offending them? And I don't want to have to go through that process of them mourning me every 5 seconds. Because I have a lot of family, and to go through watch all those people mourn you, like, I kind of want to hold, like, a mini, like, funeral for Emily. So that all at once, and tell them all at once, and they can all mourn me at once, and then I don't have to deal with it ever again. But I don't know. It's kind of a mess. Alright, bye.